what is your name?
My name is Carrie.
All right, and who are we here to talk about?
BJ.
BJ.
You can see him.
Yeah, you can see him. So when was he first diagnosed?
He was diagnosed about 1.5 years ago, so
Yeah.
right after he turned 2.
Okay.
He'll be 4 in September.
Okay, and what was the signs that, might have led up to that diagnosis?
A big sign was he had probably 2 words in his vocabulary up until the age of 2.
Yeah.
And it was dada and baba, I think. So he was pretty nonverbal. He still is considered nonverbal, but he has about 30-odd-ish words in his vocab now.
Yeah.
He just had a lot of developmental delays.
Yeah.
Aside from speech, he wouldn't listen when I called his name. Like it's as if you're not there.
Wow.
He didn't play with other kids, so he would prefer to play next to you.
Yeah.
And then if you come and try and play with him, he'll just run off.
Yeah.
Or leave away. So, I noticed those when he was 2. He got diagnosed severe autism, and
How is he doing now?
what was that?
How is he doing right now?
Way better, way
Yeah.
better. He's in ABA therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy.
Okay.
So he does therapy about 6-ish hours a day.
Okay,
5
that's a
days
lot.
a week.
Wow.
Yes, it's gonna go down when he starts preschool, but
Okay.
he has to have intensive therapy because of his level.
Yeah.
So he's been doing really, really well. He plays with kids sometimes.
Okay.
He listens to his name. He understands gestures now. Like if I point,
Yeah.
or I tell him to come here,
Yeah.
he understands that now.
That's great.
And he repeats basically everything. So you have to be
Be careful what you say.
with what you say.
And I realized that you advocate a lot for him and autism.
Yes. That's like
You're his voice.
Yes, and that's just anyone. Like the parent, whether mom or dad,
Yeah.
you are their voice until they find theirs. So yes, I want him to feel as inclusive as possible. I don't want, I can't go to school with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm kind of very, very scared about that. I might homeschool. This kid's with me.
And if other parents are watching this and the kids were recently diagnosed for the first time, what words of advice would you give to them?
I would have to say basically take it a day at a time. It's very normal to feel guilt. I feel very, very guilty. I thought it was something I did. So I blame myself, but it's very normal. You are still a great parent.
Yeah.
I would get him into early intervention as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. For him starting therapy at 2, whether it's, as to starting therapy at 10.
Yeah.
He's already in
That's a big
school.
difference.
Everything. So I would say get him into therapy as much as possible, and there are resources out there.
Is it hard getting resources from, or are they available?
So in my community, when I say that, I do mean like people that look like me.
So minorities.
Yes, it is very, very hard for resources. They're just not readily available.
Yeah.
He goes to a center that's in a different neighborhood, and it's amazing.
Okay.
But I can't find that near me.
Wow.
I can't. It's not going to be in the inner city.
So that's one thing they need to do is have more resources for minorities.
Yes. I'm a big advocate for that as well. But I mean, like I said, those resources are out there. You just have to be willing to get them. Like I taught myself everything on autism. I mean, I'm in school for it.
Yeah. Well, what are you taking up?
My major is applied behavior analysis.
Okay, that's great.
A therapist for kids with autism.
That's great.
But before I even decided to change my major to that, I knew nothing about autism, 0. You just have to teach yourself. Everything is online.
Yeah.
There's events out there. It's out there. The resources are out there. You just have to get them.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you so much for sharing BJ's story.
Thanks.
All right.
Oh, Rocky.